clear. Go.
Welcome back to another Cyberpunk 2077 history and lore discussion, this time focusing on Raven Micro Cybernetics, considered to be one of the best manufacturers of cyberware in Mike Pondsmith's narrative. If net running is your thing, more than likely you will want to invest in some Raven gear. The first years of the 21st century brought about the collapse of America. It was during this time that many of the 20th century corporate superpowers fell. However, amid the attendant chaos of the wasting plague, the food crash, the Second Central American conflict, and the First and Second Corporate Wars, a brilliant scientist by the name of Dr. Corvus Crowe rose to fame and fortune. Having completed his doctorate at 19, he spent his early 20s working under Janice Scrub as a software engineer for Kenjiri Technologies when they were developing the first net interface algorithms. He left the project before it was finished and went on to become one of the founders of Biodyne Systems, the corporation credited with creating the first viable cyberlimbs. As one of the few members of the Biodyne 7, who had a head for business, Dr. Crowe bought out several fragmented post-collapse corporate buildings. In 2009, while Biodyne Systems was going bankrupt, Raven Micro Cybernetics was declared an official corporate entity. Later that year, Biodyne became another property of the investment group formed by Dr. Crowe, whose new corporation embarked on a meteoric rise to American industry's top 20. Today, Raven Micro Cybernetics, aka RMC, is the premier American manufacturer of cyberware, wetware and cybernetic electronics. They are well known for always surfing the cutting edge of cyber technology and are generally well respected for their quality control and modesty. Being heavily involved in sensitive research and development projects, RMC is a very security-conscious company. In terms of public image, Raven Micro Cybernetics is recognized not so much by its corporate policy as by its shelf presence. They are world-renowned for producing high-quality cyberware, full-body conversions, electronics, netware, and ACPA components. Stock market and business trends analysts and expert systems have generally concurred that Raven Micro Cybernetics Corporation is Dr. Corvus Crowe. The corporation's policies mirror his own personality. Its products echo the doctor's own areas of expertise, and fluctuations in RMC stock have even been theoretically reflected in Dr. Crowe's health. According to most experts, there is no other company of such size which is so tightly tied to one man. Raven Micro Cybernetics, being at the top of the American cybernetics food chain, is not well liked by cyberware companies in the USA or the EEC. The large Eurocorps especially despise RMC, perceiving them as a presumptuous mongrel corporation. Space-based corporations also antagonize RMC, whose vested interest in space is seen as threatening. Because of these conditions, Raven can count International Electric, Militech, Cybernetics International, Utopian Corporation, Dyliner, and Ardec Robotics among their enemies. Orbital Air is RMC's most powerful corporate ally, as Raven's constant patronage has ensured their support, and has even led to their co-development of the Warrior and Crusader ACPA chassis. Mitsubishi Kyoru Dansu, being the premier manufacturer of space habitats, are also on very good terms with RMC. As one of the most powerful Zaibatsu in Japan, they have done a great deal to open up the Pacific Rim to Raven's products. RMC is particularly friendly with Tsunami Design Bureau, who provide for much of Raven's small arms needs, and also does business with Klein Cyber Optics, Interface Engineering, Advanced Cyberpolymer Research, Logan Engineering, and several semi-underground operations. Given their specialism and overall prominence in the cyberware industry, It should not be surprising that in Cyberpunk 2020, one could purchase some very interesting Raven upgrades, and it also seems highly plausible that V might encounter the Raven equipment in Cyberpunk 2077. Perhaps the most famous is the Gemini humanoid full conversion. Normally full body conversions have a multitude of advantages: superhuman strength, speed and durability, heightened reflexes, the ability to alter the body at will, and even an increased lifespan. However, being a full Borg sets you apart. Society brands you as a metalhead and people treat you like a machine. If you want the advantages of a full conversion without the societal baggage, Gemini is the package for you. The Gemini cyber system is a full body conversion that simulates the human body in both form and function. Its chassis is designed in a similar manner to the human skeletal structure, and its myoma muscle system is arranged to physically mimic the human musculature. With this carefully tailored layout, the Gemini cleverly imitates the anatomy of a normal person without sacrificing the superior capabilities for which full-body conversions are so well known. To complete the effect, Gemini's entire surface is covered with exoderm, a synthetic surface which looks and feels almost exactly like human skin. The Gemini's capability to pass for a normal human is impressive. Its built-in Pinocchio subprocessor automatically maintains body temperature, expands and contracts the upper torso to create the illusion of breathing, and even blinks the eyes occasionally. What's more, the entire body is composed of lightweight carbon-carbon synthetics and other composite materials, resulting in a mere 10-pound deviation from the average weight for a similar-sized person. In addition, the Gemini can be equipped with an added disguise feature, wherein tiny microsurfaces can be used to change the cyborg's facial features, and a chem-skin type modification to the exoderm allows the skin tone to be altered at will. This is a popular option for infiltration and espionage roles to which the Gemini cyber system is well suited. Another area that Raven specializes in is cyberspace, and thus they developed the Wise Man, a cyberspace commando full Borg conversion. It's often said that the person who masters the net in Cyberpunk can master the world. And if that's true, then one of the best qualified individuals for the job is a Wise Man Borg. Described as utilizing the efficiency of a full cybernetic conversion, the processing power of a supercomputer, and the focused fusion of pure human genius, the Raven Wiseman embodies that ethereal communion with the global information system which Netrunners seek like nirvana. Once brought over from the meat world to a new incarnation, the reborn Wiseman will never experience plain vanilla reality again. To enhance the cyborg's affinity to net space, their mind will experience the outside world through a tech-gnosis interface. The operating system interprets all 5 sensory stimuli and translates them into binary data. This machine language is fed to the mind as a net space simulation, acclimating the Wiseman to the environment of the net until it is second nature to them. One Wiseman interviewed on the subject commented that the relative difference he perceived between real space and the net was like the difference between standing on a beach and swimming in the ocean. Some people find it difficult to relate to a Wiseman, but seldom would this bother such an evolved cyborg. Spread throughout the cyborg's chassis is a multitude of dog brains whose pseudo-intelligence routines effectively give the Wiseman an extra 11.4 pounds of brain. Hardwired into a superconductive nervous system, these slave minds allow the Wiseman to think faster and act more often than any human and even most computer mainframes. When jacked in, a Wiseman is as effective as a squad of assault programmers. When in real space, a Wiseman can often be observed holding 2 or 3 different conversations at once. Towards the end of the Fourth Corporate War, it was rumoured that RMC developed a Wiseman Mark II, which does not use a transplanted brain, but actually houses a cloned brain encoded via soul killer type programs, with a software duplicate of a human mind. As far as Cyberpunk Red and Cyberpunk 2077 are concerned, it seems highly probable that RMC will continue to be a major player as far as cyberware development, and that V may encounter RMC Borgs in Night City. Raven primarily offered cyberware in the field of net running, stealth and infiltration, and at this moment in time, there is currently nothing to suggest this lore would deviate from this path, so ultimately it may come down to how CD Projekt Red interprets this lore within their own narrative. Hey Chumba, I'm Kazuliski, and I hope you found this Cyberpunk 2077 discussion on Raven Micro-Cybernetics to be informative. Are you interested in more Cyberpunk 2077 content? Then be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions or feedback, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you for chipping in.